guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So let's start off with Travis Scott because he threw a, I guess, festival that he does annually for his fans in Houston, and he brought out Drake, SZA, and a bunch of different acts. And unfortunately, 8 people have passed away because, chaos happened at the concert. Now, I have a lot of suspicions in regards to this, okay? Because, celebrities have been known to do something similar to, this incident, okay? And in my personal opinion, I feel like Travis Scott, gave up a few people, okay? Because, I've heard about, how Diddy did this back in 1999. This also happened to Ariana. I do send my condolences out to, the families. Okay, a few people were injured, but I still feel like this was strategic. Okay, and Travis Scott is wrong for this. Okay, to give up fans is just terrible. But he had to do something. Okay, because he was living large. He got that McDonald's deal. He went #1 with Drake a few years ago. Every time he drops, he does well on the charts. He bought like a $65 million home. So he had to pay for, this. He had to pay for all the things, all the benefits that you reap in the industry. And that's why it's better to remain independent. But I do not respect, celebrities or any type of artist giving up fans, okay? That is just terrible. I'm not really a big Travis Scott fan to begin with. Some of you guys may be, but I only listen to like 2 to 3 Travis Scott songs because I don't really think that he's that talented. Yes, he writes. He wrote for Rihanna. He wrote for Kanye. But I never thought musically I don't like his sound, okay? So I wouldn't be at a Travis Scott concert anyway. Okay, that's just me personally. But a lot of people, especially Caucasian people, are fans of his. Okay, but this makes me like him even less. Because when there's an agenda behind, giving up somebody, I cannot respect it. And I cannot support the artist. Okay, the only reason why I even pay attention to Travis is because of Kylie. Okay, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys find this suspicious, if you think that, it was just a mistake, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, and let's move on. Moving on to Cardi B, I am hearing that Latto wants Cardi B to kind of give her some advice when it comes to picking out, chart-topping hits. Latto wants to be in that conversation of a Megan Thee Stallion, of a Nicki Minaj, of a Cardi B. Okay, she cares about the music too, but she wants chart-topping hits because she knows that's important. And she's already signed to a record label. And if, she doesn't have the sales, if she doesn't have the hit records, they can drop her, okay? She doesn't want that, so she's going to Cardi B for advice. And Cardi B did choose her to be in that soundtrack that she is producing for Halle Berry, okay, with a bunch of other female rappers. So I can understand why Latto would ask Cardi B for, advice or, help, because one thing Cardi B does know is a hit record. You can say what you want about Cardi, but Cardi B knows what is going to chart. She knows how to make a hit record and not be lyrical. That is her specialty. If you think about I Like It, WAP, Bodak Yellow, if we're talking about, even some of her features, the ones that she had with DJ Khaled. Yes, they didn't last long, but the first week or two, people were talking about that record. So I feel like Cardi B could give Latto some advice in regards to getting a hit record. Because that's one thing Latto is lacking. Her music is not really sticking. Okay. I didn't listen to her latest song. I might give it a listen, but I do feel like Lotto could be a little bit boring, in my opinion. She has the bars, but I don't know. I'm just not necessarily interested in her. It almost feels like I'm forced to be interested because, you know, I would say because, she's one of the female rappers that are, kind of popping. And I don't want to feel that way. Moving on to Nicki Minaj and Bia, I'm hearing that Bia is going to be asking Nicki Minaj for some more guidance in regards to her career because she wants to have longevity. Now, I'm hearing Bia will be asking Nicki, how she can improve performance wise, get more confidence in the studio. Nicki has already given her some tips when it comes to what to do in the studio because she did it for A Whole Lot of Money remakes. Okay. And a lot of people don't feel like Bia is that great of a performer. Now, I've watched some of Bia's performances, and some are better than others. I don't feel like she's the best performer, and I do feel like she could improve. Nicki's not going to be making any type of phone calls for Bia, trying to get people to work with her or anything like that, because Nicki believes that, artists should get it on their own. And then on top of that, Nicki doesn't really have that type of pull to be making phone calls like Camel Face and Beyonce do for Chloe and Megan Thee Stallion. Okay? Because if she did, she would be making those phone calls for herself. And I did hear that Bia's label does want her to work with other, female rappers, other artists, not just Nicki Minaj. Okay. They're really telling her, like, if you want to thrive, you can't just work with Nicki Minaj. You have to work with everybody. Be neutral. Okay. That's what they're telling her. It's okay to be cool with Nicki Minaj, but still remain neutral so that way you don't burn bridges with other people. Okay. And that's one of the reasons why they wanted Nicki Minaj to kind of make amends with certain people in the industry, other female rappers, because they don't want people to feel like they can't work with Cardi and Nicki and Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. They want everybody to get money, and they really don't want Nicki to be on top, but she still is. If we're looking at the Spotify numbers, if we're talking about, plaques, if we're talking about, how people get Nicki Minaj trending every time she pops out, she's still number one. If we're talking about longevity, okay? And that's one of the reasons why, they're trying to get her up out of here. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out Mikey J's new single. The link will be in the description box. And have an amazing day.